Welcome back to my second review of the 100 Season 3. So obviously we're reviewing episode 2. Let's get down into this. So we get to meet a whole bunch of new characters this episode, and we get to learn a lot more about other characters in this episode. First of all, I want to talk about Pike. So Pike is, I'm not getting too many good feels about Pike, to be honest. He is the leader of what I'm going to be calling the Ice Arkers. So these group of people came down from the Ark, obviously, so they're Arkers, but they crash landed in the Ice Nation area. So they have been in the Ice Nation surviving, how long? For a season, right? Yeah, for a season. And they're very, very bitter about Grounders. So Pike has nominated himself as leader of these people, and I think he said there were 62 of them altogether that have survived the attack from the Ice Nation. So these guys have learnt to fight pretty quickly, they've learnt to survive pretty quickly, and they seem to be dressing very similar to Ice Nation peeps. But again, that's probably because they're in a cold environment, so they're needing to rug up and protect themselves and stuff like that. So that's understandable. But yeah, Pike and his group of peeps are not very welcoming of Grounders of any kind whatsoever. And this is gonna cause some trouble. So as we've seen in the trailer, Pike does form some sort of gathering that, well, what I'm assuming is not going to end well. And I'm just so nervous about Pike. I'm really nervous about him. But Monty did get to reunite with his mother because these Ice Arkers are a part of the farm station. So Monty got to meet up with his mum, which is great. All good news, except for, you know, his dad's dead. We have not met Miller's boyfriend yet. I hope we do get to meet Miller's boyfriend, because that would be really sad if he died as well. I just want to meet Miller's boyfriend and be like, hi, welcome to the fandom. We love you. So yeah, we met the Ice Arkers this episode. When it all starts to go to shit, who knows? Most likely next episode, let's be honest. But yeah. Alright, so the next thing I want to talk about is the City of Light. We got to learn a lot about the City of Light this episode, and oh my god. So, it's really, really messing with my mind, this the City of Light. Where did ice come from? Yeah, the City of Light is really, really messing with my head, and I'm really, really worried about it, but I also still have so many questions, even though we got so many answers this episode. For one, we get to see what the City of Light looks like, and it's like a city. It's beautiful, you know, it's gorgeous, but it's completely empty. And it looks, I don't know if it's like a futuristic city or if it's like the city of today. I couldn't quite get a grasp on that. I feel like it might be like more of a city of today, but I don't know. Jahar is on a mission to bring people into the City of Light, to populate the City of Light. And like, here's where one of the big questions come in. How do you actually enter the City of Light? It's like, it's a technology thing, obviously, because Allie is a computer, you know? She is only able to function via a computer. Unless it's through like people's minds that have been into the City of Light. There's so much going on with the City of Light. So yeah, it's got to have something technology related, but it's also how yeah. Also, we did get to learn more about the fact that there's no pain, there's no hate, there's no envy. So once you've entered the City of Light, you don't feel pain even in the real world. As we saw from that mutated guy where Murphy was like whacking him over the head, he didn't feel the pain. But he could obviously die in the real world when Imori, is that how you say it? I don't know. She slit his throat and, you know, he bled out. He's dead in the real world. But we've found out that you don't die in the City of Light. We also found out that, like, there is no yourself in the City of Light, there's no markings. There is no like scarring. There's no mutations. There's no bruises or you know, there's it's like your perfect self in the City of Light. I don't know if you can like kill each other in the City of Light, right? Okay, so if you die in the real world, you'll still be alive in the City of Light, but if you die in the City of Light, is that possible? Yeah, so we did get to learn a lot about the City of Light this episode, but it's still messing with my brain big time. I don't know, man. All right, let's talk about Lincoln and Octavia because they are so goddamn cute. I love them so much, but like, I don't know why. Okay, we also need to talk about Nico. Is that Nico? I don't know how to say his name. I should really figure this out. Anyway, so his story intermingled with Lincoln and Octavia, and they went to Mount Weather to save his life because he got stabbed by the Ice Nation. I have some questions about that. Why did he get stabbed by the Ice Nation? He would have had to be in the Ice Nation territory because the Ice Nation had only just crossed the border after he got stabbed. So I'm wondering what he's doing there. I wonder how he got to Arcadia. I'm wondering why he was so open to Mount Weather. He, as much as I like him, like in the previous seasons, I liked him, but he's just giving me some weird feels right now. I don't know what the go is with him right now. And I also still have a really, really bad feeling about Lincoln. If you guys have seen my other sort of theory breakdown videos of the trailers, I talked about my thoughts on Lincoln. If you haven't seen them and you don't want to hear my theories on Lincoln, skip ahead now. There will be a skip button in the description. But I still feel like I have a really bad feeling that Lincoln is going to die this season just because I don't know. I don't know. He just seems too at peace. I don't know. I don't know why I have this bad feeling, but I really do. And it's terrifying me because I love Lincoln and Octavia. It's causing some feels to happen right now and I don't like it. So yeah, there needs to be some more angst going on with Lincoln because people can't be like too peaceful or too happy for too long in this show. We know that. So something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen. Quickly, let's talk about Nyla because I was like, oh no, poor Nyla, she's getting I was so worried for a second. She was gonna get killed. I was like, you can't do that, man. She's just precious. But she survived, which I'm very happy about. It got me there for a second because I have like a soft spot for Nyla. I do have a soft spot for her. So I think she just needs to everyone needs to leave her alone. She needs to just find a nice, safe place, and she needs to find someone good that's going to take care of her and just be her Clark that she's been looking for. Because we all know Clark's taken. Come on. Like, Clark and Lexa, endgame. Okay. But Nyla got a soft spot for her. We need to stop hurting her like we need to stop hurting Raven. Alright, so we learned a lot about Rowan this episode, and my thoughts that Lexa had sent him were correct, and he's not loyal to the Ice Nation because he was banished by the Ice Nation. We also found out that he's the prince of the Ice Nation. What? So he's the son of the Ice Queen. God, it raises so many questions again. So, my thoughts are, because he's Ice Nation and he got banished from the Ice Nation, I feel like he wouldn't be able to go with anyone else because, you know, he is an Ice Nation prince. So the band that I think he was wanting Lexa to lift from him was a band so maybe he could join the Tree Crew or another clan within the coalition to be able to, you know, find somewhere to, I don't know, live or whatever, that's not the Ice Nation. That's my thoughts. I don't think Lexa has the power to unbanish him from the Ice Nation, because I feel like that wouldn't happen. I don't know. So I feel like that, yeah, I feel like he's looking for a way into another clan, is my thoughts. Looking forward to like the fight scene as well, which is going to happen like the next couple episodes. I feel like that might have something to do with it as well. We know he wears white paint, so I don't know if he's trying to fight for his right to, I don't know, but I don't think he wants to continue. I don't think he wants to join back with the Ice Nation. I don't feel like that's what he wants to do. But I feel like he's trying to break the connections that he has with the Ice Nation, the connections he has with his mother. I don't know. Rowan. But yeah, so we did learn a lot about him. He was working with Lexa, and he's a great fighter. So we've seen, I really loved that fight scene with the 3 Ice Nation warriors, where he like takes down the 2 and then uses the arrow to take down the 3rd on top of Clark. That was really badass. I loved that. And he like flicks the bow and arrow away. I was like, this dude is like, yeah, you don't want to mess with this dude, man. I'm starting to grow on Rowan. I don't think I should get attached to him because he's still such an unknown character, but I kind of am getting attached to Rowan. I'm kind of warming up to him. I don't know why. Okay, let's talk about Bellamy for a quick second, because Bellamy was so cute this episode. I really am enjoying his character development this season so far. It's been 2 episodes, but I love seeing his like really caring side, because, how do I explain this? He's shown his caring and loyalty to Octavia because he's had to, like, they're blood siblings, you know. It's just a given. He's going to do anything he can for Octavia. And that's we know that. We definitely know that from the last couple seasons. But it's really great to see that move over to the Sky people, the Archers, and see that them accepting him and his role in this little society that they're making. I think he's really embracing that as well. And it's awesome to see this really loyal, caring side to all his people, not just Octavia. He's just a really caring character and a really loyal character. Again, I feel like it can't last because it's the 100. Shit's gonna hit the fan soon. But so far, I'm really liking Bellamy, these first 2 episodes. Very sweet, very caring, very loyal. Yeah. I feel like the conflict, this caring, loyal conflict of Bellamy might come into play because he does seem to have a bit of a connection with Pike. So I feel like this conflict might come into play with Pike, and he might feel a bit more loyal to Pike than he does any of the other Archers. I don't know why. Maybe, I don't know. They both seem like very nerdy people, as Pike was a teacher on the Ark, so maybe they connected with their nerdiness. And so that kind of terrifies me because I'm so scared of Pike. I don't like him. So that's gonna be terrifying if Pike can persuade Bellamy over to his side. Okay, let's talk about this ending. Oh, I need a second. Shit. Fucking Lexa's back. How do I fucking process these feels into words for you guys? Okay. Jesus. Alright, here we go. Lexa's back, and Clark is so fucking mad, and it's beautiful. It's so good. Bloody hell. Okay. What am I feeling? What am I feeling? I don't know. So, I'm so goddamn happy right now. Okay, so Lexa is back. Clark is fucking pissed. It is beautiful, and can I just say, you can see the hurt in Lexa's eyes for what her betrayal did to Clark. You can just see it in her eyes. She is so in love with Clark. It's so cute. It's just, there's so much anger and hate, and I haven't shipped anything more in my life. Oh my god, I don't know what to do right now. I've watched that scene over and over and over again. I can't deal with these Lexa feels. They're just so good. Lexa she was so mad at like fucking Rowan as well for for even laying a hand on Clark. I'm like, how is it possible to function like this? Also, while we're on Lexa, I need to tell you guys about a playlist that I have been just listening to on Spotify non-stop. I will have a link. It's literally called Lexa, the playlist on Spotify. I can't remember the username, but I'll have a link to their playlist. It's amazing. There are too many feels. What do I do? Alright, let's quickly talk about this promo as well while we're on it. It's gonna be Lexa heavy, and Lexa is gonna be in episode 3 so much. I'm so excited. Okay, anyway. There is a summit going on. What a summit is, I don't know. There's talk about marriage. I don't know if it's gonna go that far. I feel like that's a bit too fan fiction. As much as I would be all for it, I don't think it's gonna go marriage. But it's definitely a joining of clans of some sort. In episode 3, the Archers find their way to Polis as well, because we can see that Abby and Kane are in Polis talking to Clark about this summit and about if Lexa falls, the coalition breaks, and there's going to be a big war. So we don't want that to happen. Oh, God. All right. Also, we got Rowan talking about that he wants revenge and he wants to kill her. He didn't say who, but I am kind of thinking, I know the assumption is to Lexa, but I'm kind of thinking he wants to kill the Ice Queen, his mother, because there is a reason why he was banished from the Ice Nation, and obviously the Queen banished him. I don't know why he would get banished. It could be many reasons. It could be love. It could be politics. It could be any number of things. But obviously he and his mother have disagreed on something enough for her to banish him. And so I feel like that's who he wants revenge on. We also get the Lexa and Clark knife scene. And I just... Oh God, I'm so excited for episode 3. Also, there's a bloody Ice Nation dude in Mount Weather blowing it up. I don't know if he's actually blowing it up, but he's definitely in Mount Weather, and he's typing a code. I believe it's Kane, or is Kane? I can't remember. No, I forget the old man's name. I'm so bad. Anyway, his desk. He's typing a code at his desk. But yeah, so yeah, I didn't think Mount Weather was gonna be in play for too long in the season. But yeah, this episode 3 is gonna be huge, and I'm so goddamn excited for it. I'm also hoping with all that we've got in the promo, we also get the fight in episode 3, but maybe that might be episode 4. I don't know. We shall see. Again, I would love to know your thoughts and your feels about this episode, about next week's episode, just about everything. Yeah, just let's chat, because stuff has happened this week. Again, if you don't want to talk in the comments, all my social media stuff is in the description. Yeah. Also, if you guys are into reaction videos, definitely check out my friend Sophia's channel. I mentioned her in my last video, but yeah, her link will be in the description, I should say, as well. And I'm gonna go. So, Jesus. Lexa fucks me up. I don't know if it's Lexa or Alicia that fucks me up more. Both? Bye.